cheesecake. Cheese doesn't sound very good, right? Cheese and cake. Must be good though, because here at the Cheesecake Factory we're selling 90,000 a year. My name is Brendan Gilbo, and this is my associate Lindsay Villanueva, and we are the president and vice president of the marketing department at the Cheesecake Factory. We're here to tell you today who we are and what we do, and a little bit about our history as a company. So, welcome all you national investors, and I'll hand it over to my associate Lindsay to give you some information.
Thank you, Brennan. I will now give you all a brief history of our company. Okay. So, beginning with the founders, Evelyn and Oscar Overton. They were a couple, and they began, Evelyn began with her original cheesecake recipe. She had a recipe and she would bake for her town and for her local restaurants around where they lived. And then in 1940, she finally decided to open up her own little restaurant in her town, but then had to close it and switch to make baking and stuff in her basement. But then in 1972, her and her husband finally decided to move to LA, where they thought they could be more successful, which they were, because they opened up the Cheesecake Factory, which brought them the success that they have now. That period, 1972 and mostly 1975, marked their biggest success, and a lot of creativity and productivity went on after that. And finally in 1978, their son, David Overton, finally opened up the Cheesecake Factory restaurant in Beverly Hills, California, and it's still there to this day. Besides the Cheesecake Factory, David Overton opened up a bakery, he has two bakeries. One of the, which is Grand Lux Cafe, which is located, there are 14 locations, and then also Rock Sugar Pan Asian Kitchen, which is a contemporary Asian fusion restaurant. So they have that besides the original Cheesecake Factory. And our company's mission is to create an environment where absolute guest satisfaction is our highest priority, and we have been doing that over the years, which has attributed to our success. Now I'm going to talk about our revenues and employment status. So our annual revenue for this past year was over 1.8 billion, and our company, as of now, has the highest sales per square food in the industry. We have 177 restaurants in 39 states. 14 of those are the Grand Lux Cafes. One of them is the contemporary Asian restaurant, and 158 Cheesecake Factories. According to Fortune 500, we were mentioned in their 100 best places to work in 2014, and 92% of our employees said they felt proud to tell others that they worked with our company. And also, we have, each year as we open new locations, we open up about 1,000 new jobs every year. And our total number of employees is 33,618. And to change it up every year, we like to change our menu twice a year in order to create our happy customers and just variety in our menu. And we also have included vegetarian choices and a lot of different types of foods. Now for our expansions and stocks. In 2012, we expanded internationally into Dubai. In the Middle East, we opened up our first international restaurant in Dubai Mall. You can see here is a picture of David with the the Cheesecake Factory CEO, and opening up the restaurant. And besides that, though, we currently have 3 licensing agreements in place for the Middle East, Asia, and Latin America. And our stocks have also risen in value. Therefore, we feel that this is a very prime time to expand our company. Also, our shares have been very strong. We recently bought out PF Chang's China Bistro, which contributed to our strong shares that we have now. And also, lastly, our company is expected to grow profits by 13% annually over the next 5 years. And now I will pass it over back to Brennan.
So recently in May, we struck a deal with a company called Maxims Carter Limited. It's a Hong Kong-based company. And we opened up a deal with them that offered us a program to open up 14 new restaurants all over Asia over the next 10 years in countries such as Taiwan, China, Japan, and as well as lots of others. And so that'll conclude our presentation today. But today you guys learned about our beginnings. So we started out in 1940, and we've moved on to one of the most successful restaurant franchises in history. And for this reason, our business is constantly rising, as well as our stock values. And we've got our name all over the world now, and hopefully we can open up a few more restaurants. So you guys have any questions?